Hey, what's up, beautiful people? It's Coach Ricardo, and man, it is cold outside. Woo. What is the temperature where you're at? My. Well, I'm here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I think this morning, this is blizzard-like weather for us in the Dallas area. I don't know what the news is going to call it, but I'm so glad you guys are joining me this morning. It is 7. I don't think I've ever experienced 7 degrees here in the Dallas area, but here's the deal. I got to talk with you guys. I want to talk with you. I want to help. There are some people who are assigned to help you, and there are some people, unfortunately, that's assigned to hurt or distract you. And the older you get, I think the better you need to become in dealing with people. Okay? So over the past few days, I've been given a number of topics to talk about, and this has been one of the topics. So the young lady who asked me to talk about this topic, I hope you get a chance to watch this, but it's my prayer that something that I say will help you in your journey in having dealt with some toxic people. Okay? Now, here's the deal. In this life of ours, we will discover that there are a lot of good people, and there are a lot of bad people. There are a lot of people that's just not good for us. I will put them in the category of toxic people. I think Lynette says it is 77 degrees in the Bahamas. I love the Bahamas. I'll be coming home real soon, Lynette. For those of you that don't know, I'm from the Bahamas, okay? I'll be coming home to those type of 77-degree weather there in the Bahamas, but it is 7 degrees here in the Bahamas. Oh, my. Okay, so today I'm dealing with 7 keys to healing from a toxic relationship. Okay, I need to get past this. You need to get past this, and there comes a time in your life you have to learn to say that, and then accept that, and then do the work to get there. It's not just going to happen. It is not just going to happen. Unfortunately, toxic people are everywhere. The unfortunate truth is some people cut off everybody in an attempt to escape toxic people. That's not the way to do it. If you're going to live life effectively, one of the things you have to understand is that you're going to need people. Yep. You are going to need people. You cannot live in this life without people. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to become better at understanding that not everybody is for you. What a lesson. Not everyone is for you. Once you learn to accept that not everyone is for you, then you can start developing the skill set to assess who's good and who's bad. So today, I'm focusing on what do I do now that I know that this person was not good for me? Okay, and I want to be healed at my very core from what once was something that just was it was taxing on me. You know, the Bible teaches us that we should guard our hearts with all diligence. I'm a big believer in that. Guard your heart with all diligence. The unfortunate truth is some people did not guard their hearts, and they left themselves open. And so now you have to now respond to that. What do I do now that I found myself in a broken place? I found myself hurt. I found myself feeling the pain of my past from a toxic relationship that I've had. And I'm now wondering, am I ever going to get past this? You are going to get past this. You are going to get past this. Your future is brighter than your past. The reality of it is you've got so much going for you. You just need to now commit to doing the work to get to the place where you belong. Okay? I want to help you. That's what this platform, listen, I'm not the specialist. I'm the introduction guy. I introduce you to the truth that you need to go and find the specialist that will dive in a little bit deeper. But here's the deal. I'm helping you to get into the right direction because that's really what it's all about. I want you to head in the right direction that will bring about life in your life where you can now say, I'm not where I used to be. I'm on my journey, the journey of effective living. Yep. Effective living is not a destination, it is a journey. So here are some things that you must do if you're going to be healed from a toxic relationship. Number one, you have to recognize what happened. The first thing you have to do is you have to recognize what happened. You can't ignore what happened. You have to accept what happened. See, it's not, years ago I learned this, and I think it's so important that I start off with this. It's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to what happens to you. But you have to now accept, though, something happened. A series of things happened that was wrong, that was not right. And in all honesty, that's not on you, It's really on them. But what happens is most people hurt themselves because they carry it rather than addressing it. The goal is not to carry it. The goal is to address it. If you nurse it, it will grow. If you give massive attention to it, it will stick around. And that is the good or the bad. You've got to tell yourself, I am committed to finding my better days rather than focusing on the bad that have occurred in my life or the wrong that has occurred in my life. So the first thing is you have to recognize what happened. Okay? You got to recognize it at the very core. This could take time. And if you're a person that's dealing with denial, which a lot of people are living in denial. A lot of people want to push stuff under the rug. They want to push stuff under the rug and they don't want to get to it. You can't push nothing under the rug. Okay? No, you're gonna have to deal with that because here's the deal. You're gonna end up finding yourself with a closet of hidden things that have not been addressed that will find itself in the next relationship that you have, that will find itself affecting your health, that will find itself trying to affect your environment, and it will limit you from experiencing better days. So you have to start recognize what happened. As I look back over my life, I'm 45 years old, and I'm telling you, I'm living the best life I've ever lived right now. You know why? Because I am going in my closet and I'm digging up and I'm like looking at everything, recognizing what happened in my life. From elementary school, middle school, high school, mid-20s, early 20s, mid-30s, early 30s, whatever. I want to know. I need to know what happened in my life up to this point. And here's the deal. What you don't know could be hurting you and could potentially stop you from ever experiencing all that you're supposed to experience. So you can't run from it. You have to address it. Okay? You cannot run from it. You have to address it. So the first thing is you have to identify what happens. Then the second thing is, I'm a big believer in this now. 10 years ago, I would have probably shunned it a little bit, especially being a dude. Okay? I used to be on the street and everything on the street. And listen, the second thing is seek therapy. I believe a good Christian therapist is a blessing from the Lord. Sometimes when you recognize what happened, you don't know how to address it. Now that you recognize what happened, now you realize it was manipulation. Now you realize it was control. Now you realize that you were psychologically, emotionally abused. You've just been messed up. You've been through some stuff. Okay? And unfortunately, prayer is not going to fix it by itself, in and of itself sometimes. Sometimes you need help. I've been teaching this. If you resonate with this and this connects with your spirit, write it in the comment section. But I want you to own this right now. Someone is assigned to help me. Someone is assigned to help me. As a matter of fact, I believe that the greater the assignment on your life, the more people that are assigned to help you. Let me say it again. The greater the assignment on your life, the more people there is to us that's assigned to help you. Now, what we have to do is, because we've dealt with toxic relationships, and because you're now trying to get out of dealing with the pain or the hurt of a past relationship, sometimes we dismiss everybody. We throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's not good. That's not good. Because you're going to need someone. A good therapist is a blessing from God. I got to say that. Okay? A few years ago, I had to sit in the therapist chair. You got to sit in the therapist chair, get yourself a cup of tea, lemonade, whatever it is that fits your down there, and let's just tell yourself, listen, we going to work, because when I come out of here, I'm going to be better. And don't throw no pity party. You're under construction. Some people have been so damaged and so hurt and have gone through so much. They need some level of demolition to go on. That literally speaks to the fact that their lives have to be rebuilt. I'm going to work on rebuilding my life, and I need someone to help me to assess where I am. That's what a therapist is going to do. A therapist is going to help you to see exactly where you are. I didn't know certain things about me. One of those things is, man, I am loyal to a fault. Okay? Okay? I am loyal to a fault, man. And listen, so if I got your back, I got your back to a fault. And I had to know that some people will take advantage of that. Lately, I've had to become so skilled and so intentional to make sure the people around me understand. Listen, because I now know me, because of a good therapist, I now know how to protect some of the people around me and tell them, no. Even though you want to help me, I don't want you to help me to the degree that you end up hurting you. Ooh. Come on. See, you got to know someone is assigned to help you. But there are also people who don't know how to work with others, and all they do is take, and so they end up being on the negative side. There are some people who have never paid attention to the healthy development factors that people should have in relations to working with each other. So in other words, they could become abusive, or they were abusive and they had no clue. But now, when you do the work and you allow a good therapist, if you're going through some pain, if you're going through some heartaches, if you're going through some stuff that's past, that you've dealt with in your life, that you have not addressed, go book a session with a therapist. Ricardo, I can't afford a therapist. Start with what you could afford and go to free. Find out where's the free licensed counselor. Okay, start there. But here's the deal. You're going to tell yourself, I'm going to get myself together. That's what I had to do. I was telling someone a few years ago when I started to realize I need a therapist. Okay, I need to sit down in the chair and ask some serious questions about me, because I don't want to keep going around the same mountain. And so watch this. I discovered, listen, you start getting your act together. Listen, you need to go to a therapist. Stop eating out so much, okay? Cut back on the cleaner bill. Cut back on something else. Cut back on something else, because your emotional state, your mental state, all of it matters. And you can't put the wrong thing as the main thing and expect the main thing to get the attention that it needs. You need the attention that you need. So go ahead and pay the price and do what you got to do to sacrifice to sit in a good chair and allow someone to help you. It's going to cost you. Yeah, it's going to cost you. It may not cost you as much, but the better you get, the more you should be willing to pay, because you understand how important it is for you to be okay. Ooh, I'll pay anything. I went to the eye doctor not so long ago, and the guy said, you're going to need glasses. You're going to need this test. He said, well, do you want to do the test? What kind of question is that? Do I want my eyesight? Do I want to see? Of course. He said, Ricardo, well, everybody's not as privileged as you. What I'm saying is, start where you are. Start where you are. At least do some free counseling. Go and see a minister who has some skill to help you to start navigating yourself into a place of strength. And then as you start getting stronger and you start getting your finances together and you start getting your pride and your dignity and your courage to live again, you start making more money, then you start getting better assistants around you. Get better assistants, people who are now skilled in helping you really clean up your act, because that's what your boy is doing. I can only teach this because I'm doing this. I'm not talking what I'm not living. I'm here today to tell you. Someone is assigned to help you. That's number two. Number three is take your power back. Take your power back. Oh my goodness. When life throws you that blow and you discover that you were taken advantage of and you were wrongly done, you could find yourself dealing with the hurt of that and end up nursing that only to be a damaged person longer than you needed to be, sitting and sopping inside of what happened. Listen, what happened happened. But what I'm saying to you is you cannot stay there. Ooh, if you follow the effective living community, if you get my book, this is my book right here. You get my book. My book teaches you keep it moving, buddy. Keep it moving, lady. Keep it moving. Your life is in your hand. God has given you the ability to create the life you desire. You say, Ricardo, but you don't know what happened. I'm telling you, now is the time for you to take your power back. How do I take my power back? Self-care. Self-care. One of the things that I teach all of my coaching clients, but you go outside and exercise. Okay, go outside and exercise. Well, not only exercise, listen, start eating right. Listen, man, start treating yourself. Go get a facial, go get your nails done, go to a spa, get a good massage. But self-care, read some good books, watch some good television programs, subscribe to some good channels just like this on YouTube. But let me tell you something, don't allow yourself to go down because something bad happened to you. Allow yourself to go up. Take your power back by making sure that you're taking care of you. Clean up your environment. Oh my goodness, I'm going to stay in bed. Do not stay in bed. Do not keep those blinds closed. Do not shun the sun. Embrace the sun. Embrace the outside. Go ahead and tell yourself, listen, I'm not going to allow what happened to me to define me. Okay? I'm not going to allow what happened to me to define me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take control of my life and I'm going to make the rest of my life the best of my life. It's a journey. But you have to decide. You're going to take your power, you're going to take your power back. The first thing that occurs when you start to take your power back is you have to take care of yourself. If you don't feel good, you're not going to show up well. If you don't take care of your physical body. Watch this. One of the things when people lose their power, they stop recognizing the need to take close attention to critical and important things like self-care. Don't go to the salon no more, ain't getting your nails done, putting on all kind of weight that you know you wouldn't normally put on that kind of weight. You got the kind of weight. You watch as you start eating any kind of thing. You start staying in bed any kind of way. You start letting your environment be any kind of way. Oh my goodness, no. Don't allow what happened to you to define you. So matter of fact, listen, man, life threw me a couple of blows back in the day, a couple of years back. Listen, man, I went ahead and I had an interior decorator come in and I cleaned my place up. I started running. I did a half marathon. I did 3 half marathons in a year. Then I did a full marathon running, man. I joined the gym. I started working out. Come on. Ooh, come on. Started feeling good. Started cooking breakfast. I started treating myself because I said, you know what? One of my mentors said to me, Ricardo, you got another 45 years possibly in front of you. Another 45 years. You know how sickening it would be for me to nurse what happened to me 3, 5, 10 years ago, any wrong that ever happened in my life, for me to carry it into another 45, still holding on to that? No, I don't want to do that. So what I said is, I'm going to take my power back and I'm going to take self-care. Then another one is you need to set boundaries. Set boundaries. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same results. Okay? If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same result. It's important that you establish boundaries. Well, I don't know how to say no. You're going to have to learn how to say no. You're going to have to learn how to ignore. You're going to have to learn how to take some different streets. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to learn how to block some people. Ooh, come on. But you're going to have to learn how to set some boundaries, okay? Even with yourself. I'm not going to eat after a certain amount of time. I'm going to sleep so much. I'm going to exercise so much. Structure yourself so your boundaries are working for you and it's working against those who are against you. Set healthy boundaries. Okay. It's all about you. It's self-care. It's all about you. Taking your power back gives you the wheel to construct the life you desire moving forward. If you don't like where you are, you can change where you are. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I am assigned to help those who believe the message that I have can help them. If you know how to listen well and you execute the instruction that I'm going to give you through my coaching program, I promise you, 3 to 6 months, a year later, you'll never be right where you are right now. No, no, no. It can't happen because you know what? Ah, man, this stuff works. It works. It's working in my life and it's working in a lot of other people's life. Now, for those people who just want to hear the truth but don't want to apply the truth, those people are going to stay stuck for a long time because they're going to think coaches aren't real. They're going to think churches aren't real. They're going to think their friends and their parents aren't whatever. Everybody is wrong, but they're still stuck. If you want to be better, you're going to have to establish some boundaries. Understand, you can do this. Next one is, watch this. You got to forgive yourself. You've got to forgive yourself. Even if you messed up, you've got to forgive yourself. They messed up, you forgive them and forgive yourself. Okay? You got to let it go. If you keep carrying it and punishing yourself of what happened in your life, you will never be free. It's impossible to live life effectively carrying the burden of the past issues that has been done of you gone through at any given time in your life. You've got to free yourself. And how do you free yourself? You've got to forgive yourself. Okay? I forgive me for every mistake that I've made in the past, every dumb decision I'm not going to keep beating myself up. As a matter of fact, I was telling a friend the other day, I don't call myself stupid. I don't call myself dumb. I can't win for losing. Oh my goodness, look at what happened to me again. No, stop it. Stop it. Okay? You're better than that. And you're conditioning yourself to feed negativity that's going to, over a long period of time, hurt you rather than help you. And now you're self-sabotaging yourself. So yes, someone may have hurt you, but now you're hurting yourself. Now you are hurting yourself because of what you're saying to yourself, what you're doing to yourself. And so initially it was the person, but look at them. The person could have actually gone on. They could have gone on. They could have forgiven themselves and moved on. And now you are still carrying the stuff. Okay? Whatever you nurse, feed, give attention to is going to grow and stick around. Let me say it again. Whatever you nurse, feed, or give attention to is going to stick around. It is information like this that needs to be shared. If you're watching this, I need you to share this with someone because there are too many people that are losing the life that they've been given and they're merely existing because they don't know how to get past a past hurt. You need to heal. Here's how you heal. You have to start forgiving yourself. That's a part of the process. And there's a way to do that. If you don't know how to forgive yourself, then get help. I'm assigned to help you. Maybe I'm a coach or get a therapist. Go sit with a counselor. But at the end of the day, don't sit and get a person to assist you and you know you don't want to let go of it though. Because some people don't want to let go of it because they've become accustomed to holding on to past pain. Okay, they've become skilled at nursing what went wrong. And now they are holding on to that as a badge of honor. If you know what happened to me, oh, let it go. Okay, number 4, cut the abuser out of your life. That one is a big one because a lot of people don't know how to cut out an abuser. Let me tell you something. Sometimes an abuser can be a family member. Sometimes an abuser can be a longtime friend. Sometimes an abuser can be a neighbor. Sometimes an abuser could be a spouse. Sometimes an abuser could be someone you had a relationship with and you never thought you would ever not be with them. And you don't want to not be with them. Like a person like me, I'm a loyalist. I'm with you to the end. So now if you're abusing me, I have the tendency of allowing you to stick around closer to me longer than I need you to be sticking around me, and it can actually hurt me in the long. And I'm learning, come on. I'm getting better. I'm learning how to distance myself from those who are not good for me. I'm telling you, you've got to learn how to cut some people out of your life. You got to prune. prune anything that does not bring life to you. Anything that you saw and you realize is actually hurting you, you got to get rid of it. It's like having a rotten apple in a bundle of other good apples. You realize you keep that bad apple in there, that bad apple is going to mess up all the apples. Okay? That one bad apple is going to mess up all the apples. You know, you want to be able to make sure that your life continues to improve from this point on. So now, block them, unfriend them. Come on, delete their numbers. Let's choose to listen, ignore them. And I will actually go as far as to say, still pray for them. Still pray for them. Because I think that allows you to guard your heart, but it also allows you to protect yourself. Okay, I forgive you, but I ain't stuck on stupid. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm not going to open myself up to allow you to come back in a space where you violated me and all that I'm about. So you're not going to have access to me no more. But I'm going to make sure that I believe that God can touch you wherever you are and may the rest of your life be the best of your life from a distance, but not around me. Somebody said, well, that ain't right. Whatever. You deal with it however you want to deal with it. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, if somebody is being abusive to you and you're trying to heal and get hold, don't keep the abuser around. Don't keep the abuser around. Cut the abuser out of your life. That's hard for some people. That's hard. I get it. That's why you need a therapist, because a therapist will help you to go where you've never thought you would go. Woo! That's what my therapist says. Listen, man, you are okay. When my therapist says that you're loyal to a fault, I was like, whoa, that's not good. I'm in the people's businesses, and that means I'm easy to be taken advantage of. Okay, that means I'm easy to be taken advantage of, and some people still come in and try to take advantage of me. Okay, yeah. And I have to tell myself, I'm not going to respond the wrong way. I'm going to learn how to respond the right way. Okay. The next one is reach out to friends and family. There's some good people in your life. Reach out to friends and family members and connect with those who are good for you. Somebody cares for you. One of the worst things you can do is isolate yourself. Stop going by that family member who cares for you. Stop hanging out with those real friends, the friends who are calling to check up on you, you're ignoring. You're putting the wall up. You're not embracing the true friends because someone did you wrong. So now you cut off everyone. Don't do that. That's not good. It's like deciding not to go outside anymore. No, that will not help you. That will hurt you. Okay? Well, the same way you have to understand there are some good people. And those good people need to come closer to you during the time you're in the healing process, because they're going to help you to breathe life. Because they're whole and you're whole, you're going to be able to walk together. Now, don't go ahead and connect with other people who are still going through issues too, because birds of a feather do like to flock together. You want to go and connect with people who will encourage you to breathe again. You want to hang around people who will help you to live again. You want to hang around people who will encourage you to embrace your best days, not nurse your worst days. You don't want to hang around anybody that's going to give attention mostly to the things that happen wrong in your life. You want to hang around people who are encouraging you to focus on what could be best in your life. The other one is you want to find a support group then. Because now you have family and friends, but there's support groups, assigned groups they're just outright good for you. There are some groups, oh my goodness. There are some groups that are built for this. They're built for this. And let me tell you something, during those hard times when you don't feel like it, because there are times you may not feel like it, a good support group can help you. The other one is make your mental health and your personal growth a priority. Okay? Make your mental health and your personal growth a priority. It's just very important. You can grow yourself out of this issue. Okay, you can mentally strengthen your position to make sure that even though something happened to you that could have damaged you emotionally, because you decided to make your mental health a priority, guess what? You didn't crack. You didn't go crazy. You got help. So there are ways to make sure that you strengthen your mental health. There are ways that you strengthen your personal growth. As you grow your way out of what happened in your life, you will be able to look back after a while and say, it came to break me, But what it did, it ended up making me. That's the reason why I wrote this book. I wrote this book because I understood the importance of learning how to take up all that you have left and tell yourself, I ain't done yet. I am not done yet. The rest of my life is going to be the best of my life. So, what I'm going to do is my personal growth and my mental state is going to be a priority in this season. I don't want a lot of things in life outside of those two things, first and foremost. If I'm not mentally whole and strong and capable of sustaining myself to get to where I need to be, the Houston, that's a problem. If I'm not personally growing, then what happens is I'm going to end up being stuck. And if I'm stuck, I'm going to end up finding myself staying in an environment, dealing with things that will cause me to feel what I felt more than I need to be feeling it. So I'm going to grow my way out of this season. Grow your way into your next season. Become the best you that you can be. Tell yourself, they came to hurt me, but I'm going to use what I learned to make me. The rest of my life is going to become the best of my life. Now, you got to do the work. If you don't do the work, chances are you're going to stay stuck. I pray you won't stay stuck. I pray that you will accept the help that is assigned to help you and allow yourself to regain your strength and position yourself to embrace all the good stuff that belongs to you, because there is some good stuff that belongs to you. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. I pray this message capture your attention and you grab a hold of what you're supposed to get out of what I said today. What's for you? Grab a hold of it. What's not for you? Walk away from it. At the end of the day, I hope what's for you help you as you move towards living life effectively. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.